Righto, my name's Red and I have a problem. I am addicted to buying rusty cars and I'm never going to apologise for it. So let's see what I bought today. Not rusty in the bottom of the doors, right? It's not rusty in the gutters, it's not rusty around the windscreen. The patina's on point, you know, she's not too bad. It's an extra cab, which makes it extra cool. It does have rust here and here. It's got a satellite in the back, so full internet equipped. Tailgate's not rusted out. I thought it was a lot worse, and then when I went back to get the second car, I was talking to the guy and sort of said because he was saying that the Camry, you know, the Camry's not a bad thing, but yeah, not so much. I said I would work on this before I worked on the Camry, so that's what I'm doing now, is assessing it. Okay, it's not rusty inside the door carcass or inside the sill. The carpet is real bad. I've sat that seat cover on it so I could roll it off, because it's terribly terrible. The dash is all in one piece and it's not even really cracked, right? The back plastics and all that are there. The hood liner's in good shape. It's done 216,000 Ks. Now, the clutch pedal goes straight to the floor, but the brakes work, right? When I spoke to him just before, he said that it just stopped. And he'd done some spark plugs, that still wouldn't go. So it's got a little bit starting just here. So carby, windscreen wiper's missing, but I have one just there. I'll pull the windscreen, that's gone to a wholesaler, that one, but I'll pull some bits and pieces off that before it goes. The clutch not working could just be it's completely out of fluid, which it is. So it may just bleed up. But worst case scenario, change the master, change the slave, change the line. Brakes work. It's not rusted out here. We might put a jump pack to it and see what it's going to do. Can you guys remember the little green ute I built? It was that diesel one. We put a turbo on it, dropped it on its guts. And because it's 6-stud, you put 4-wheel drive sun razor wheels on it. And then you can put car tyres on, so you end up with a massive dish. I've got some eBay flares there that can go on its guts. I reckon this will clean up. Like, give that a wash and a buff, the patina will be on point. So to have the patina paint, but then fresh decals over the top, I reckon she'll look sweet. Dropped on its guts. Some decals, some flares. Righto. Wasted my time. So turn the jump pack on. Jump pack's on. We will turn it over. See what it's going to do. Odds of getting this started right now are very slim to none, but make sure it's out of gear, which it is. Look at that, like mad Datsun. She's not too bad. It's a bit troubling whatever's on the floor over there, but like the kick panels are still good. I reckon we can clean this up, guys. I reckon it'd be cool as. Righto, let's see what it's going to do. Is it going to turn over? That's a yes. Right. I don't really have time to piss about with this, but I'll probably have enough time to stick some fuel down the carby and then we'll come back to it and I'll get Savannah to actually wash this and scrub it and go through it, because if I can get that clutch to work, I like this actually, I really do. But I do like shit box. Do you guys like shit boxes too? Because I love shit boxes. Look at that patina. People pay big money for that, just on cars that are worth something. Okay. Let's go find some fuel, we'll stick it down the throat of the carby, but then I do have to go to work and do some work. But we will come back to this and play with it a bit more. Righto, so air cleaner off. What do you guys think? Do you like this beast? I just like finding something like this that's a survivor. Something that's realistically might be able to live on. It's actually pretty good in the engine bay and that. Like yeah. I'm glad I had that conversation with old mate that I got this off now, because otherwise I may have just discarded it. Because I said to him I'd work on this before I worked on the Camry, and I'm glad we had a second look, because it is actually pretty sweet. Righto, so that's still on. Jump pack's still on, so we will just put too much fuel. I'll put just enough in there just to wet it, right? And that way, sorry about the camera guys, I will get my camera sorted out soon and get back into the swing of the whole YouTube stuff, but better something than nothing. Righto, give it a couple of pumps. Alright. Righto. Now, that to me now is telling me that there is something electrical. He did say that it sort of just stopped. If it had any sort of spark, that would have fired. I can tip a little bit more in it. It won't hurt too much. Might just have a quick look at some wiring. Righto, so coil's hooked up. There's wires to it both sides. Ballast resistor. That all seems to be hooked up. It's all there. There's nothing unplugged that I can see. I wonder if it's a points car. Might be just a case of cleaning the points. If it's a... It is a points car. You always check in your distributor. See that there? Got to make sure that that one's there, because I've had them before where it'll start just but jump around, but that there looks good. The cap looks good. Rotor button looks good. I might just turn the ignition on, and then I'll check to see if there's spark here at the points. Hang on. Right, I've got a couple of different ways, guys, we can check for spark. So ignition on. Right, so ignition on. When I say ignition on, lights on the dash, okay, which gives us power to the coil. You can't leave on a carby car, okay, normal ignition, you can't leave it on because it'll overheat the coil and wreck it. An EFI car you can leave it on, but then that'll give us power to the coil, which then gives us power to the points. So if the point gap's wrong but we open them, we should still get spark. So let's see, no spark at the points. Okay, but that just can mean that these points are dirty, right? But then, okay, I've got test light. So we have test light, so we'll put, right, so what I've discovered, okay, so we have power to the coil, as you can see. I found power here to the ballast resistor, see, so there's power there, and then that drops voltage, so there's drop voltage there, so that's working. And then you've got to have power, my jump pack's going flat, power coming in to get to the points, right? But it's not getting to here, but it is. Look, if I pull that plug off and I stick my test light in there, okay, I have power to there. That is very, very corroded, all right? So I just went up and grabbed some sandpaper off the ground out of that 180SX. So I'm going to clean that and see if I can get some power through to the point. So I'll do that now and I'll be back. Okay, it's back together. I think I need a better file to file those points because I think it's still got some gunk on them, but we'll see what it's going to do. I don't think the jump pack's now got enough kick in it. Don't know about you, but I think it's going to go. How good is that? I do need to clean those points, I think, because I think that's what's pulling us up now. But let's give her a bit of a fuel. It's probably too much, but she is very dry. I don't know what's in the fuel tank, but here we go. I reckon this is going to go, guys. Clutch. Let's skid it. Got a manual choke, has it? Let's see if it's got a manual choke. That'll be a no. Alright, might stick a bit down the throat. Yeah, buddy, I really need to clean those points, I think. It's got a fuel filter on it. Can I see if it's pulling up fuel from the tank? Nah. How good's that? How good is that? Wonder if I can get a bit actually into the float bowl. That'd be better. See how good I can do it. No. Bloody hopeless. Oh well. Anyway, I'll give it one more go, and then from there I do have to go to work. No wonder I'm always late. Come on, you good thing. Who knows what it's pulling up from the fuel tank. What was that noise? Oh, I reckon a bit down the throat. What was that real bad noise? Did everyone, oh, it was the air cleaner. It's alright, I was a bit scared for a sec. Is it going to go, guys? What do you reckon? What do you think? What a beast if it does. I'll be pretty happy with myself. Wish I had a clutch. I suppose we could just put some fluid in that and see if that works too. Might try and put some fuel in the tank because it says it's on. Went up a touch. Put a little bit more down the throat of the carby. I think then we'll put some fuel in the tank and I think it'll run. Yeah, buddy. He's bored with this yet? I am a little bit. On to the next one. We'll have to check the fuel pump and stuff. Put a proper battery in it, and yeah. That's a result though, guys, because he said it didn't go at all. It just stopped. So, yeah, we'll get a battery. We'll get pull the fuel pump out and see if it's actually working. Pull the diaphragm apart. It could be the, yeah. It is a fixable one. I can undo the top of that, pull the diaphragm out and see if it's stuck. So, there's no reason why. Yeah, righto. Right. Okay, I'm happy with that. Hope you guys are happy with that. Looks like she's going to go. So next step will be sort out the fuel. So put some fuel in the tank and see if it's drawing up. So undo our fuel line here at the pump it and see if the fuel's pumping out. If it's not pumping out, we'll pull the pump out and then undo these screws here. There's a diaphragm in there and there's two little return things that get stuck from the shitty fuel. And then, yeah, it should go. Charge that jump pack because I hate that buzzing noise. Righto, I've just put some fluid in the clutch sink and I haven't undone the bleeders or anything like that, but we'll give the pedal a bit of a, you know what I mean, to see if we can't pump up the volume. To me, nothing's going on, but weirder things have happened. It might drizzle down overnight and self-bleed itself a bit, but we'll give that a go. it cannot hurt. Well, actually, it created bubbles, so yeah, all right, cool. Who's fallen in love with this thing? Have you guys? I have. It's good. Awesome. All right.